What's good, YouTube? It's your man BG Tech Life, and what we got on the desk is the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5. And this is 6 months later. Some things have changed. Some new foldables have entered the chat. A new flagship has been released from Samsung, the S24 Ultra. And how is this foldable holding up against the competition? Is the Z Fold 5 still a big dog like it was in years prior, or has it been completely dethroned? Let's get into the Z Fold 5. I will give you what we know is a fact. I say this, as far as the Z Fold 5 and it being the foldable, guys, we're not going to get right into the form factor right now. We're going to talk about the operating system. Samsung One UI is really good, maybe because this is the 5th iteration of the Z Fold, and Samsung has got really good with the software and the interface for this device, so it feels very useful. You can change the outside display from the inside display. There are a lot of tricks you can do with this device as far as multitasking and other things go. It doesn't feel like an awkward foldable device. The user interface, it seemed like when you use this device for a while, every day you're learning something new that you can do with this device and make this device more handy and usable. Samsung always brings a powerful Snapdragon processor so you can get the most out of this device. On the performance side of the Fold 5, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 really does what it's supposed to do. It provides the device like this with enough power where you can use different applications, editing applications, or gaming that might be intense. It basically makes anything that you want to do on this device very smooth. Now, when it comes to the camera sensors, it's got a triple shooter out the back. It's got one front-facing camera on the outside display, one front-facing camera on the inside display. That one is completely trash. They got the technology to make like it's not there, and it's really not there because it's not anything that you want to use really honestly in any situation. All the other cameras all go. Now, Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5 camera system is not the best. It's not like the camera system on the S23, S24 Ultra. It doesn't get the 200 megapixel shooter that device gets. But this is still a very strong, 50 megapixel sensors from Samsung shoot really good. I've yet to be disappointed in any photos or any videos that I got from this device. I feel like Samsung is one of the best on the Android side to do it with the video, the most consistent, because it also has the most processing power, so you can do a lot with the video natively on the device. But outside of all the praise, 6 months later on this device, guys, it's a couple things that we need to talk about. Form factor. Now, I'm not bothered by the candy bar style foldable because I like this compact outside display that is very easily used with one hand. Although at times the keyboard does get cramped, there's some adjustments that I made. I can use it, but like I said, I like being able to do stuff really quick on this outside display. Now, in the foldable market, foldables are getting bigger, outside displays are getting bigger and wider. My thing with the outside display, because I like this form factor, because I believe this form factor on the outside display creates the form factor on the inside display. If they widen this outside display, I want it to be for a specific reason. If they widen it, I would like the S Pen natively to have a silo to be put inside this device, because the S Pen is a really useful tool on the Z Fold 5, but I don't like dealing with S Pen cases for the Z Fold 5, and I don't like having a loose S Pen because the time that I need it or I want to use it is not going to be there. Another reason, if they make this device any bigger or wider, I would like it to specifically speak to the cameras. I would like to get the 200 megapixel shooter from the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. I feel like that is a great sensor for video, and at the price that you're spending on this device, you should have the top tier main sensor. Specifically just taking pictures and using video, you should have the best equipment on board. So 6 months later, I'm really enjoying this device, but I feel like it's time to change some things and upgrade some things. And if they just take the Fold and make it wider and really don't make any other changes, I'll look at it as a device that just got bigger for nothing. I'm impressed with the performance of the camera, even though I want the 200 megapixel sensor. I also just realized how inconvenient it is not to have an S Pen in this device, because sometimes I'll lose my S Pen, or I'll be trying to use a case that works with an S Pen, or I try to take another case and have some type of attachment to it with the S Pen, and I don't like doing all that. But without the S Pen and not having this S Pen with the device in it at all times, you kind of losing out. Because the way I use my device is, this is a mini powerful tablet to me. It's got one of the best processors on an Android device. It's got great cameras. It's got just a power to do anything that you need to do. So I mainly try to use this as my mini tablet. Like I said months ago, the reason I bought this device is because I wanted the iPad mini, but I already had an iPad, so that would be redundant. I was like, I want a tablet on the Android side that's just as powerful as the Pro or the Ultra smartphones and has a stylus. So my friend the tech gentleman told me, then you want the Z Fold 5, and that's what made me pick this device up again. And that's the way I approach this device, and I've got a lot of use out of this device, and I've really taken a liking to this device. But it's just a few small changes that they need to make on this device to really dial it in and to catch it up with the times. But these are just some of my thoughts 6 months later. It's your man BG Tech Life. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace.